Good evening and welcome to Catholic Focus. I'm Maureen Kimanindo. Signed language interpreter is Samuel Wenena. We begin our broadcast with the Pope's General Audience address at the Vatican, where Pope Leo XIV reflected on the transformative power of resurrection. Continuing his catechesis on the Paschal Mystery, the Pope spoke about Christ's humility in rising from the dead and the lasting hope it brings to our lives. Let's take a look.
In our catechesis on the Jubilee theme of Jesus Christ, our hope, today we continue our reflection on the resurrection. As we heard in the Gospel reading, the disappointment of the disciples after the Passion of the Lord had blinded them to the joy of the resurrection. Jesus, rather than dazzling them with his glorious splendor, chose to appear to them with great humility, patiently teaching them that his death was the mysterious path by which he redeemed us and manifested his love for us. However disappointed, unworthy, or lost we may feel, no matter how deep our pain, the Lord wishes to accompany us on our path and teach us to discover the salvific meaning of our own suffering. Let us ask the Lord for the grace to recognize his humble presence and to accept life's trials with joy as we await his coming in glory. In greeting with particular affection the religious and consecrated men and women who are participating in the Jubilee of Consecrated Life, I encourage you to look to the Blessed Virgin Mary, who is the sublime model of consecration to the Father, union with the Son, and openness to the Spirit.
Away from that, Kenya continues to face a growing cancer crisis, with experts now warning that without urgent and coordinated action, the burden could overwhelm the health system. Health specialists and policy leaders are calling for greater investment, training, and awareness to strengthen the country's cancer response. Here is the full report.
Kenya's cancer burden remains a major public health concern, with over 45,000 new infections and more than 30,000 deaths reported each year. During a regional training on breast cancer imaging, hosted by the Kenyatta University Teaching Referral and Research Hospital, in partnership with the International Atomic Energy Agency, experts sounded the alarm on the urgent need to scale up cancer care infrastructure and capacity across the country. The specialists noted that the limited access to diagnostic tools, inadequate training, and underfunded treatment facilities continue to hinder effective cancer management. Led by Kenya's Principal Secretary for Science, Research and Innovation, Professor Shaukat Abdul Razak, and IEAA representative Miriam Mikhail, the forum emphasized the importance of partnerships and evidence-based strategies in shaping national cancer policies.
But we also realize that we do not have adequate professionals, we do not have adequate infrastructure as well, and that's why when we gather African countries here, this training would be able to empower them. When they go back, they can be able to handle this issue of imaging, so to speak, and at the same time they have this opportunity to share information and ideas and strengthen the network in the continent of Africa.
Strengthen cancer management through radiation therapy, nuclear medicine, and radiology in countries across the world. Kenya helped pave the way in terms of strengthening radiation therapy first, and our agency synergistically helped procure and install several linear accelerators for radiation therapy treatment.
The meeting also highlighted the need to establish more cancer treatment and research centers, along with national and regional registries, to ensure data-driven interventions. While KUTRRH was commended for its ongoing efforts to expand cancer care services, experts maintain that more funding and training are needed to reduce patient waiting times and improve outcomes.
We know the challenge that is there in Kenya. We know the numbers that we're experiencing of cancer cases every year in Kenya and every month. So we have challenges in terms of equipment, but we are happy that the government has, directed us in the direction of partnering with private sectors to be able to equip our hospitals. Our biggest challenge, and we mentioned earlier, right now, what we are trying to get is a LINAC machine, because we know the waiting period of our patients in Kenya is about 5 months to 6 months. So that is our biggest challenge, but we are looking at areas of improving that.
Stakeholders are now calling for collective commitment, uniting government, research institutions, and the private sector to accelerate progress in cancer prevention, early diagnosis, and treatment across Africa. Reporting for Catholic Focus, my name is Sonuso Yvonne.
Moving on, Public Health Principal Secretary Mary Muthoni has urged private and faith-based hospitals to stop charging patients for medical services. Speaking at a Nyota Youth registration event in Kirinyaga, she stressed the importance of making healthcare more accessible, especially during tough economic times, as part of ongoing efforts to ease the financial burden on patients and improve access to healthcare nationwide. Take a listen.
I want to ask the owners of facilities, please do not charge people. If there's an issue between you and SHA, sit down on the table with the Ministry of Health. Fahari wawili wakipigana, nyasi ndio huumia. So we do not want the patient to actually get challenges because of an issue that you can handle at another level. The members of the public, you simply just need to register *147#. Once you register, levels 1, levels 2, 3, and the sub-county hospital, please, you're not supposed to pay anything. It is not me saying, it is the law. So let us mobilize our people, mobilize the citizens, and ensure that they know what is the truth. And where there is a question, I think we are always here to answer any question.
Disappointment continues to mount at JKUAT, where striking workers today turned to fun and games at the graduation pavilion. UASU Secretary General Constantine Wasonga, who joined the event, said it's regrettable that the government has yet to act on the 2019 to 2025 CBA as lecturers dig in a prolonged strike. David Kiprotich has the details.
Until they honor, there was a promise.
Striking workers at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology JKUAT spent their day having fun games at the graduation pavilion. Led by the chapter leaders of University's Academic Staff Union and the Kenya University Staff Union, the employees broke from their usual picketing routine to enjoy themselves through athletic races and other fun activities. The occasion graced by UASU Secretary General Constantine Wasonga, among other national officials, saw winners awarded various prizes. Wasonga said the government has no option but to act on the demands of the workers who are fighting for implementation of the 2019-2025 Collective Bargain Agreement CBA.
This strike is going for a long time. I gave the government 3 demands. Thing 1, 2.73 billion. Thing 2, negotiate, register, implement 2017, 2020, 2025, 2029 CBA and bank the money. Before the money hits your account, the strike will continue. This time I'm not going to write useless clauses of the CBA that the money will be paid on or before. And the theme of this strike is tunamalizana.
Muiga Rugara, the UASU chapter chairman, the chapter secretary Professor Shadrach Muya, said the unionists have advised students to go home as the lecturers dig in for a long strike. Reporting for Catholic Focus, my name is Kiprotich David.
In other news, Kenya's National Environment Day is set to be celebrated on Friday, October 10th. Speaking at a press briefing earlier today, the Cabinet Secretary for Environment, Dr. Deborah Barasa, outlined the plans for commemorating the day. This year's celebration will be held in Trans Nzoia County. The day was officially designated as a National Environment Day by President William Ruto on April 10th last year.
Our celebration will be held under the theme Citizen-Centric Tree Growing and Environmental Stewardship. It is a call to action for every Kenyan, young and old, to take personal responsibility for restoring our environment. It's about more than planting trees. It's about growing a culture of care, giving back to our communities, and reconnecting with our roots. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's campaign is anchored on a very simple yet powerful idea: turudi primo, tukadonate fruit trees, na tuka clean environment. We are inviting every Kenyan to go back to their former primary school, to donate and plant a fruit tree, and to clean and green the school environment.
The Harambee Starlets will host the Gambia in the first leg of their 2026 WAFCON qualifier on November 24 at Nyayo National Stadium before the return leg in Senegal on October 28th.
Mimi naweza sema kitu ya kwanza, naweza shukuru God kwa kunipa hiyo opportunity kwa first time yangu ya kwanza kuingia senior team. Juu si rahisi, lazima work hard na ujibelieve na kuwa na confidence ndio uweze kupata hiyo opportunity. Nataka ni work hard na hizo vitu makocha wanafunza nishike haraka. Walizo najua si ngumu na pia si rahisi, so ni kujituma na work hard.
Last time I was in the under 20 team, that was in 2023, and when we played against Cameroon, coach told us that guys, go back there, work hard, mpatie collab ya senior team, and mkifika hapa senior team muonyeshe what you can have. And me, I'm here today, and I'm so good. I'm thanking God for this far because I'm work hard and nipate collab. So I'm hoping I'm giving my best here so that I can remain in the team and work for my country and show what I have.
Kenya's Brenda Bwire is set to make history as one of the first Kenyan cyclists to complete the 25th Summer Deaflympics in Tokyo from November 15 to 26, aiming to put her nation on the map in the global event.
Today I was very motivated to come today, but there was a lot of challenges, but I came in first. I came prepared as we are training, getting ready to go for camp, to go represent the country in Japan. I'm very ready for the race in Japan. When I came in first, I've always trained up and I'm continuing to train. We are going into camp to train for the Deaflympics. I'll continue to train until when we go to Japan. And I'm hoping when I get there, I'll win at the Deaflympics. I'll continue to work hard to achieve that and make my country proud. Right now, being it's the first time that we are going to Japan, I feel like we don't have a lot of experience for people who've gone outside to represent our country, and we hope that there will be more people who will be included in the championships to go.
That's all we had for this edition of Catholic Focus. Thank you for watching. I'm Maureen Kimani, and our signed language interpreter has been Samuel Wainaina. Until next time, stay informed with Capuchin TV.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.